Bully attacked a quiet black girl in class, tried to break her, then learn who she really is. When Karma walked in, the story of Janelle Carter, the classroom felt thick with tension, as if the very air was holding its breath. 25 pairs of eyes locked on one Cena-white teenage boy in a bright red varsity jacket, towering over a black girl, gripping her arm tightly, shouting in her face. The girl, small yet unyielding, did not flinch. She looked him dead in the eye, calm in the storm. The silence swelled until he shoved her hard into a desk. Gasps rippled through the room. Chairs scraped back. A few students stood up, but not a single person stepped in. Not the teacher, not a friend, not one soul. Her name was Janelle Carter, and this was only the beginning. Janelle had arrived at Kensington Prep High School just 3 months earlier. She was the only black girl in her junior class, new to the quiet, mostly white Virginia town of Halton. Her father, recently elected mayor, had moved them from Atlanta, chasing opportunity. Halton boasted of its proud history, but no one mentioned the unspoken lines that still divided its streets. Janelle wore her box braids neat, her sneakers spotless, and kept her words few. She was used to standing out, but here, she was treated like she did not belong at all. It began with whispers in the hallways. Why does she talk like that? Probably got in for free. She is trouble, just like they said. Janelle heard every word and kept walking, but everything changed when she made it into honors history. The same class, Bo Maddox, the school's golden boy quarterback, had just failed for the second time. Bo did not like competition, especially not from her dot. It all boiled over on a Friday. Janelle sat alone at lunch, scrolling through her phone, when Bo and his crew strolled by, matching jackets gleaming. He accidentally knocked her lunch tray to the floor. "Oops, guess your kind is used to cleaning up," he snickered. His friends snorted. Janelle rose, voice calm. "Are you going to pick that up?" Bo sneered. "Why not cry to your daddy if you even know who he is?" The cafeteria froze. Janelle's jaw tightened. She picked up the tray, slung her backpack over her shoulder, and walked out. From that moment, she was no longer the quiet new girl. She was labeled the problem first. Period. History class. Miss Mallister walked in with a tight smile, instructing everyone to take out their homework. Janelle sat 2 rows from the back, eyes on her notes. Bo spun around in his seat, hissed, "Snitch." She ignored him. He balled up a sheet of paper, flicked it at her face. Still, she stayed silent. He kicked her chair. "Nothing." Finally, he said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "Should have stayed in the jungle you came from." Janelle stood. Her chair scraped the floor. Every head turned. She spoke only 2 words. "Say it again." Bo rose too, chest puffed, grinning. "Oh, you want to go?" Before anyone could react, he grabbed her arm. That was the moment captured. In every student's memory desks toppling. Janelle steady, refusing to cry or scream, staring him down like steel in the sun. The teacher finally intervened. Far too late, but, instead of pulling Bo away, she seized Janelle. Janelle soon found herself sitting across from Principal Grayson, a white man with a neat beard and a collection of sweater vests. "You have only been here a short time, Miss Carter, and already this is your second disruption." Janelle blinked. "Disruption? You created a hostile environment. He attacked me. You provoked him." She barked a bitter laugh. "So now it is my fault he called me a monkey." Silence. "We have rules here, Janelle." Your attitude. Janelle rose. "You mean standing up for myself?" "Sit down," he snapped. She did not. "You should probably search who my father is," she replied. At 3:18 p.m., a matte black SUV rolled into the parking lot. 3 men in suits, then Mayor Langston Carter himself, Halton's first black mayor, a former civil rights attorney, a man who had toppled decades of old power, strode into the school. Teachers peeked through doorways. Students whispered, "That is her dad." He walked straight into Principal Grayson's office. 10 minutes later, the principal emerged, shaken and pale. That night, Mayor Carter posted a video on his public platform. He showed photos of Janelle's bruises, screenshots of racist texts, and, most damning, a spreadsheet, 10 years of Kensington Prep's discipline records. Black students, less than 5% of the school, made up over 40% of suspensions, and 65% of expulsions. White students, nearly spotless records. The post exploded Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. #JusticeForJanelle, #Kensington Cover-Up, #Mayor, daughter all trended. By sunrise, the school board launched an emergency investigation. Bo Maddox was suspended, awaiting a hearing. But this was only the spark. By Monday, Halton was transformed. The incident had become a statewide firestorm. News vans packed the curb outside Kensington Prep. Protesters held signs, "Silence is violence, not my daughter." Inside, room 204 filled for an emergency school board meeting. Mayor Carter walked in, surrounded by lawyers and activists. His daughter beside him, head high, white sneakers gleaming. Bo sat with his parents, his father at Kensington alum and close friend of Principal Grayson, tense and silent. Lead investigator Ms. Romina Hale read from a folder. "We found 132 documented incidents of discrimination, bullying, and misconduct in the last 12 years. 97% were dismissed." The room gasped. She turned to Principal Grayson. "We also found repeated teacher warnings about Bo Maddox, including threats of violence." Grayson flushed. "I was trying to protect the school's image." "You mean your quarterback," Mayor Carter said. Grayson sputtered. Janelle's voice cut through, clear and sharp. "You saw me as a problem the second I walked in this building, not because of what I did, but because of what I look like." Outside, not everyone cheered. A group of Kensington parents, mostly white, held signs, "Our boys deserve second chances. Keep politics out of schools. No special treatment for mayor's kid." Local radio hosts called it race baiting. Trolls flooded Janelle's social media with threats. Bo's father held a press conference, accusing the mayor of abusing his office. But the true storm was just beginning. Mayor Carter had filed a federal civil rights complaint, not just for Janelle, but for every black student. Kensington Prep had failed. Within days, 5 teachers were suspended. Principal Grayson resigned. The school board president was caught deleting emails the night of the attack. Then, the school's private staff group chat leaked screenshots of staff mocking students' names, backgrounds, and skin color. Kensington Prep was now national news. Alone in her room one evening, Janelle scrolled through photos from her old Atlanta school, her friends, her dance team. Her face looked lighter, freer. "I just wanted to fit in," she whispered. Her father appeared in the doorway. "Fitting in was never your purpose," he said. "You were born to stand out." That night, she decided she would not transfer. She would stay and fight. 3 weeks later, Bo Maddox returned to clear out his locker. His varsity jacket was gone. Scholarships vanished. Teammates silent. Even his girlfriend had left. On the wall, a new poster hung. Janelle's face with the words, "Dignity is not given, is demanded." He looked away as she walked past. He muttered something. She turned. "I forgive you," she said, her voice even, "but I will never forget." A year later, a new principal, Dr. Simone Avery, a black woman, led the school. New policies, racial equity training, and a student justice council were introduced. Janelle was elected class president. At graduation, she stood at the podium. "They called me a problem. I became a movement." The crowd erupted. In the back row, Mayor Carter wiped away a tear. The last image, Janelle walking down the school steps, headphones on, head up. A group of younger black students waved. She waved back. She had survived the fire. Now she was the spark. If you are still watching, ask yourself, would you have stood up for Janelle or stayed silent like the rest? Subscribe now if you believe change comes from those who make noise. Stories like Janelle's deserve to be seen. Let us keep this conversation alive.